guy was. I never knew who he was. He just came into my life a couple months ago, and he was just every single show relentlessly. And I did the whole, I'll just ignore you for like 2 months till I said anything about him because I thought he would just go away. But he was so relentless, and I was just like, who is this guy? Who is this fucking guy? Like and I had to Google him, and I looked into him, and he was like in a shitty radio market, and he was on a really weak ass signal in Minnesota. He got fired. He was selling radio ads to be on the radio. But I was asking around, anybody know who this guy? Nobody knew who he was. Nobody. He backdoored himself into this world like he's backdoored himself into radio, marriage. This guy backdoors himself. He's not welcome in. He doesn't earn it with talent. He doesn't work his way up. He backdoors himself in every single time. And then he runs on and he starts talking out of pocket. And that's the video we're going to get to today because I watched a little bit of this. I seriously paused about 6 minutes in going, I got to tee off on this guy. I can't wait till Wednesday. I can't wait till Thursday. I got to do it on Super Bowl Sunday. I got to tee off on this fucking guy because this guy he just needs slapped around. I mean, he needs slapped around big time. So let's get into it right now. He likes to put out these page clicks from his show. So he likes to talk about successful comedians that have done something, comedians with name. And by the way, let me point out, he knows nobody. None of these people he talks about knows who he is. The one, Kevin and I know who you are now, but all the other people like Brendan, Chris, everybody, Louie, Joe Rogan, none of them know who you are. None of them know who you are. And you talk about these people and like you're part of us. Like you're like we're all in this together. We're all like equals. No one knows who you are, dude. I texted 6 broadcasters yesterday. Have you ever heard of the Steel Toe Morning Show? Names you know, none of them heard of you. Nobody knows you. I texted Jim Norton, doesn't know you. I texted Jim Brewer, nobody knows you. You're a pretender. You're a pretender. And then you fucked up. You went after Kevin Brennan, which was a dumb move. Dumb move. This was this Cleo. You're 100% he stole it from Red Bar. He's doing exactly what every motherfucker out there is doing. He's doing exactly what everyone's doing, except a very shitty version of it. By the way, let me just go ahead and get into this because I was watching this and I'm like, just the fucking nerve. Just the nerve of this guy and the delusion. The delusion's what gets me. He's so delusional in his abilities and who he is in the game. And the way he disrespects everybody. Let's watch a little bit of this, and I'm going to start and stop on this.
I did watch him for a little bit today when he.
I hate his voice, by the way. I did watch it a little bit. I went to broadcasting school. This is how broadcasting people talk.
Went live.
You watched Kevin,
and
you watched Kevin. You watched Kevin. You dummy. Go back to the woods. I heard he pulled her out of a factory in the middle of nowhere. She was working in 50 hours of work a week in a factory, you fucking dolt. Grew up in the woods. You settled for this motherfucker. This is your husband, who got a guy who cheated on his wife while she was pregnant, and you settled, you dummy. You have no options. You never left Minnesota. You don't even know what the fuck's out there, you dolt. But look, I mean, he looks terrible, this guy. I just don't understand why he wants to be on camera. There's a saying, face for radio. He is the epitome of face for radio. But I'm going to just play a little bit of it, even though I can't stand his voice, his radio voice. Ugh.
You could hear dishes clanking in the background. It was really bad. But yeah, he was bitching about.
He likes to make fun of people's setups, and all he did was get a fucking banner that he put behind him, and he ran to the basement, and like he thinks he has this amazing studio.
People. Just kind of complaining about the same individuals.
I don't know how you do that every single day because you'd have to think that bleeds into your personal life at some point when you're just thinking about the same people.
Right. Should we see what In Hot Water show clipped for us? Let's see. Let's take a look.
His fans are Cumia's fans are garbage, and they go after. They do
fans.
personal attacks on
I used to be your fans.
Wives and shit like that. They go after Bill Burr's wife. That's a classy group. You know they're classy if you go after Bill Burr's wife.
I bet you've done that.
Kevin, you employed Chad Zumock.
Yep.
Cut
talent.
it with the fucking holier than thou shtick, all right, buddy?
Dude,
Yeah.
you drug your dumb wife into this as your co-host. You know how much of a bitch you are to make your wife your co-host? And then you got some mentally challenged kid on crutches filling in. You're not, quit swinging your dick. Aaron, nobody knows you. You should be honored and grateful we even know who you are. You're not in the game, dude. As much as you like to pretend, because your whole life has been pretending. You're a pretend radio guy who sold ads. You're a pretend rustler. You're a pretend comedian. By the way, I put it out there. Give me $200 if there's clips of you doing stand-up. Because you say you're a comedian. You're a failed comedian. And there's no clips of you. You know why? Because you suck, and you know you suck. That's why it's not out there.
Believe me, it ain't hitting, sweetheart.
What is
Stop with this sweet. By the way, he thinks he's in control. He thinks he's like some sort of baller. He likes to say sweetie and sweetheart. Dude, look at you. Look at you. You're trying to swing your dick when you had to make your dumb wife your co-host. Some dolt from the woods.
Chad Zumock done? Oh, that's right. He has gone after people's wives left and right.
Yeah,
I've noticed at
cunt.
least
I shut you down. I got the email to prove it when Aaron said, "Oh, we're moving on." He's taking this so seriously because you're a dumb cunt who he recklessly put you in this world. Recklessly, he puts his family out there, his kids. He makes bad decision after bad decision, including this one going after Kevin Brennan. He put his fucking pregnant wife out there and then cheated on her. He got fired for berating a woman, and then he got you dumb cunt, you stupid bitch, to marry you. And you have to get on top of this fucking guy right here every fucking night and fuck him. He has bigger tits than you dumb bitch.
4 of them.
Rape threats, Kevin.
Yeah, rape
I mean,
threats.
my God, you fucking baby.
And he knows all about that.
Yeah,
He knows everything.
Don't be one of these guys who like starts getting his teeth kicked in by multiple people.
Who?
And then is going to go, oh, poor me. Oh, the God, I would have thought better from someone like Kevin. I really did. Because I do have a weird place of respect for Kevin.
Yeah, because he's accomplished.
It dissipates a little each day.
Dummy, he's done more in entertainment than you ever have. You've never left Minnesota. You've never chased a dream. You never went for it. You never took a chance and left St. Cloud. You stuck there and you were in a shitty radio market and you got fired. You lost out to a job to a woman. Kevin is accomplished. He had the very first Comedy Central Presents special. He's been on every single late night talk show. He's been at Just for Laughs. He's had development deals. He's been in the game. You know what the difference between me, you, and all of us are? Everyone you talk about, they know who we are. They know who we are. They don't know you. Dave Attell knows Kevin Brennan. Joe Rogan knows Kevin Brennan. Joe Rogan knows me. David Tell knows me. Nobody knows you. Nobody. Nobody. You backdoored yourself and you're sucking up the Cumia trying to get in with the compound cucks. You're a fucking dolt.
But I don't want him to be one of those little bitches who like start shit with people. This is what happens like when Jimmy Martinez was going to kick the shit
Doesn't
out
know
of him.
you.
When Gary Gulman beat the shit
Never
out of him.
heard of you.
And, fucked him up. It's always, oh my God, I can't believe they did that to me. I can't believe. Kevin, you say nasty shit about people every single episode.
That's all you do. That's all you do. All you do is talk about other people that are successful, people you don't know. You're a nobody. A nobody. This is what you do. This is what you do. And now you're going after Kevin? We're killing it, motherfucker. You said you were a successful morning show? You were on for 15 years. How come nobody knows you? How come you only have 2,000 followers? How come nobody even knows who you are? You did that big interview that you got through E-Rock with Cumia. You know what Cumia was doing? He was getting drunk looking at your wife. That's all he was doing. I guarantee if you go up to Anthony Cumia right now, he doesn't know your fucking name. You were fucking one and done, you dummy. And you sucked him off. You sucked him off hard, didn't you? And look, where did it get you? Now you're going to kiss ass with the compound people? Go fuck yourself, you zilch.
like a broken record every time.
Just like you do?
And then you employ a piece of shit like Chad Zumock.
Yeah.
And you're going to sit
Successful.
there and go, people's fans are mean and they're bad and they go after people's wives.
By the way, he always says, do something funny. I've yet to laugh at this guy. Was that supposed to be funny right there? Was that the joke? Because you do these little things and you're always saying how funny you are, but how come I never laugh?
Let go of your pearls, you fucking washwoman. You old lady. Jesus
Look at you.
Christ. I hate it when people do that. I hate it when people want to, they want to get dirty and they want to talk shit about people. And hey, I'm burning bridges.
That's all you
Kevin
do.
Brennan.
Jog my memory here. Where did Chad Zumock used to completely be a nobody, like to any of us
Time
at
out.
all?
Hold on. Chad Zumock is still a nobody.
He's still a nobody, but we
This is coming from some dolt. Let me remind you, she was working in a factory 50 hours a week until he drug her out of there and tricked her. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows you. They know me. Do a quick Google search on either one of us. I am way more accomplished than the both of you put together. You're a father of 3, and this is what you do. Your kid's got to go to school, and you're on here going after accomplished comedians. You're so reckless. You are reckless. Look at you drink like a fag.
there was a day that we didn't even know about him. What changed that?
Because you came
remember.
after me, cunt.
I decided to make fun of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no
Okay.
idea
Now
who
I'm
he
making
was,
fun
and I
of
thought
you.
he was
It was
Now I'm
much
making
like
fun of
Stuttering
you,
John,
you
we stumbled
dummy.
upon you because something cringy
No,
was
because you
out in
live
the
on
ether
you
somewhere.
live on
And
Reddit.
then-
You live on Reddit like a dolt. You saw what Red Bar was doing. You saw what Carl was doing. Like, we're gonna do it too. We're gonna make fun of Stuttering John. Now we're gonna make fun of Chad. I didn't even know who the fuck you guys were. Nobody did. Everybody, all the players in this game, Aaron, they all know me. All of them. Cumia. If I asked Cumia what your first and last name was, he wouldn't have a fucking clue. Zilch. They all know me. Sweetie, since he likes to go sweetie, sweetheart, and I'm talking about your dumb wife, sweetheart, you're not built for this, you dummy. I know you feel like you're safe in the basement in Minnesota. You're not built for this. You don't want this heat. You don't want this fire. You don't want this life. And you're going to thank me one day. Clip it. Send it to her. And you're more than welcome to contact me when you're like, you were right, Chad. You were right. I fucked up by marrying this piece of shit.
Well, Kevin, aren't you the one who tells us that Neil's so terrible and you're so great? Neil's the writer of one of the greatest TV shows of all time. You're talking into a BK headset in front of a hotel painting.
Ooh, burn. Burn, dude. Did you write that one down? Is that part of your stand-up that you can't find anywhere? Is that your closer?
And for as much as he bitched about taking the very generous $100 for a fucking guest spot on Cumia's show, like per week, like he still sat there and took it.
Kevin,
Like he still wanted it.
She's such a fucking zilch. What a zero. A fucking zero. This chick is. She's a fucking zilch.
without Anthony Cumia and Bobby Kelly, nobody knows that you do a show.
Nobody knows who you are. I texted Jim Norton. Nobody knows you, dude. People in your own quote-unquote profession don't know you. Radio people don't know you. Nobody knows you. Why do you have the balls to do this? Like, how delusional are you? By the way, April, sloppy seconds. You're sloppy seconds. You're sloppy seconds, April. Sorry. You're taking care of another woman's kids because you can't give birth, you dummy. And she's a public figure, by the way, so good luck on that. She's a published author, Ashley LaRue. This is the poor woman that he cheated on with while she was pregnant. And now you got this fucking deadbeat, this Jared Fogle lookalike fucking retard with a fake radio voice, and you got to take all that baggage on. He drug you out of a factory. Go back to the woods with your fucking crossbow. Quit. Men are speaking. Men are speaking. Shut up. Shut up. You zilch. You hole.